Hello, hello, hello. Wow, you sing great. How did you learn how to sing like that? I said that last week and I said it the week before because we're talking about you being a great singer. The how to, the work involved. That's what you're going to have to do. But I'm here to help you with all of that. Why? I'm a singer myself. I've been singing for decades. I've been on national TV like The Tonight Show. I've recorded, I've written a book on singing. I love singing. And I love helping people to be the best they can be. So this week, we're going to focus on performance freedom. And how are you going to get that freedom? Is by doing a lot of the things we've talked about before, but now we're going to dive in just a little bit more. This is week 3. So if you haven't seen week 2 or week 1, please, in the description below, get the URL, go with the link and watch them. Think about what I'm saying. But this week, we're going to dive in a little bit more, okay? The first thing is going over your words. So now, you might know your words if you're at home and you're practicing, but you get on that stage or you go to record, there's a lot more tension happening. You just don't understand that there's so much stress. The lights go on. The red light goes on, you're recording. And all of a sudden, oh my gosh, what were those words? Let me have the sheet in front of me. No. You have to get rid of the sheet. You have to memorize the words way more than just in comfortable settings. There's so much more involved when you're on stage, when you're recording, that if you constantly go to that paper, you aren't really set on the performance that you need. You have to be free of that. Now, some people say, no, I'm fine. Okay. But I'm telling you, if you really want to have it in your heart and give it out to your audience, this is what you do. You go over the words, you have them, you listen, you write them down, whatever, and you reference them, and then you go to perform. And you notice, I can't get it right there. I got a problem. In this spot, I got a problem. You go separate from performing and practicing, and you practice just learning those areas in the song. So you know those words. And then you perform it again, practice performance, okay? And you notice, I still have a problem with this. I still have a problem with that. Okay, then go back and go over that. Now, sometimes you can have hints for yourself, like your body can help you, like you're pointing right here, and that gives you a word. Or you can have a letter. There's W's in the first verse. And so you remember there's 2 W's there, where and when. And then in the chorus, you have an S going there, or you can move your body a certain way. And that gave you the beginning of that sentence. And then you're fine. So you can have the body helping you when you perform, because a lot of times you get nervous. It's like, shoot, I'm gonna have a problem. But if you give the mind the clearest thought that there is no problem, because number one, we got the parts that were difficult by memorizing. We got the other parts that were difficult by, a cue that we give ourselves, either with the body or with a word or with a thought. But now you can calm the mind and you can concentrate on what? On your performance, which is what is so important. You giving it to your audience. Whether it's in recording, think about that one person and you're singing to them, or it's on stage and you have a group of people, but still, again, it's your gift to them. So you don't want to be busy with anything else. All right? Now, before you're singing the songs, why? Why did you choose that song? Is it something you really love? Does it bring you out? Are you comfortable in that song? Do you really feel like this makes you shine? That's so important. You got to shine when you're singing. Okay? How are you going to sing it? You're going to sing it in chest voice, head voice, the mix, falsetto. The whistle stop. Woo! Well, listen to this. Oh, and the key is so important too. Sometimes we think we need to sing it in a certain key, and it might not be right. Don't be stupid. Don't be stubborn. Okay? She said that? Yeah, she did. You have to do it in the key that's comfortable for you. So remember, sometimes you used to sing it in a certain key, and now it's difficult to do that. Okay, lower the key. Now I raise the key because when doctors messed up my voice, and there was another time when I had nodes, and I did voice therapy, and I needed to change the way I was singing because I was always straining. So I put this song in a much higher key so that I forced myself to sing what I thought was, ugh, that was head voice. But I was the one that was, by not wanting to sing up there. Pennies in a stream, fallen leaves, a sycamore. And then I sang totally different, but it helped me relax. It helped me have a breather in my singing, in my show. So I wasn't stupid. I was smart. I changed. Sometimes you're going to have to raise the key in order for you to be able to last through your gig. Okay, but a lot of times it's the key in lowering the key. So you want to really make everything very comfortable when you sing. Now, I'm going to sing for you and I'm going to show you little nuances. I will not grow weary, Lord. Chest voice. Though sometimes I do. Ah, mix. Ah. Now, not, yeah, it's nasopharyngeal area I'm using right in here. I'm doing, I will not grow weary, Lord. I'm in chest now. I'm holding on to you. Still doing it chest. All that stands before me can't compare. Now notice how I'm I'm with what I know is true. Now I lightened and I didn't completely go into head voice, but true. Head voice could come in there. I repeat your name. Remember, you're my strength. What seems impossible, you'll see me. It's a little bit light, and sometimes I have to go into head voice. See me through. So I bring the mic a little bit closer, and I do that. Or see me through. Chest voice. Depends on how I feel, because you're going to change. Some days you're going to feel great. Some days you aren't. The voice changes every day because it's part of you. So sometimes you're going to have to give in and do something a little bit differently in order to save yourself. You don't want to strain. You don't want to do it because, I got to do it. No, be practical. There are times when you've got to save yourself and not like blast it out because, my pride, I sing like that. That's how I sing. They'll love me. No, save yourself. Do the right thing for your voice because you could get in trouble. And then you have to pay for that later down the line when you get off the stage. I've done it. It's no fun. No fun at all. Okay, so remember, there's a give and take when you sing, but the song that you choose, the key that you choose, and then how you sing it are going to make the difference when you practice so that when you go to perform, you know how you're going to do it and you know safety places for you to do because you've done the practice with the, stop and start with the singing. Wait a second, that part I can't, what am I going to do there? You already went over the words and did that. Okay, so your practice is going to be so, so important for you to be ready to have performance freedom. That's what we want. We want to be free on the stage. So now when to transition and when to move. Again, it's knowing what to do. When do you want to transition? But when do you want to move? When you're doing some kind of transition, You don't want to move right then. If you've got to think about it, you've got to move it another time. What do you focus on when you're singing? Are you focusing on the audience? Are you focusing on your singing? Because sometimes you've got to steal yourself away to sing correctly and think about technique because you've got to prepare for it in some way, just slightly mentally up here. Are you looking at the audience? Are you thinking about where you're going to move? What are you going to do? What are you focused on? And that's so important because when you're practicing, you're going to realize certain things are happening to you and you're thinking certain things. And when you get on stage, if you've already gone over an awful lot of that thinking and where I want to move here, I want to transition here. I'm comfortable, just relaxing right in this part. You've got that all down. When you get on stage, things will happen, but at least you've got an idea of what you want to do. Sometimes you follow through completely on it, and other times you might change it. You might change it up. Just depends. Okay. So I'm going to go to my notes here. What you change and when you change is a lot of times when you're performing, it happens. And it might make you think, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Well, if you've practiced enough, you'll catch yourself right back. If you start questioning yourself, you'll be okay. But you have to practice a lot so that when you're performing, you really can recapture yourself when something happens on stage. Because things are going to happen. You're going to get distracted. Somebody's going to be saying something and you might look over and you go, whoa, it got you. But as you perform and you get seasoned, because performance is the big enchilada, it is the thing. It teaches you. There's nothing that takes the place of actually doing the performance under pressure. Everything is under pressure. That's why when you do your words, you don't want to be worrying about them when you're singing because you're under pressure. There's so much stress happening. So if somebody distracts you and you look over there, you want to be comfortable enough with your song that you can continue to flow. In practice, so many times I'll have somebody singing, all of a sudden they made a mistake and they go, oh, and they start looking all over the place. I said, no, keep going. Because you have to learn how to keep going, not follow the distraction. Because you freak out. It's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? That's going to happen on stage. And as you get seasoned, you'll flow through it. But we have performance practice where we get up and sing our songs. I do it too, in front of the other performers. And it forces you to go through the song because you can't stop in the middle. You're performing the song. You don't want to stop, right? Okay, I have seen pros stop, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay. The performance reveals what you really have, okay? What you need to change, where you are as a singer, as a performer. It's revealing all that. That's why it's so important to get to perform. And, you might say, well, where am I going to perform? Perform in the living room. Bring people in. If you're freaked out at performing, have somebody that's turned around in their chair. They aren't even looking at you, but you're standing there, you have to do it. And you have to sing right through it. You don't stop at all and go, oh, this isn't anything. It's no problem. Karaoke. Oh, haha, I made a mistake. No. This isn't karaoke. This is pro. This is you being a great singer. You've got to do it the right way in order to be a great singer that performs and can come through with a performance. So you sing right through. You make a mistake, you keep going. You don't stop. Okay? Don't stop. Elton John. Don't stop. Oh, no, it isn't Elton John. Oh, my gosh. Thinking about tomorrow. Uh-huh. You got to put it in the comments who that is. Okay? All right. So I think I covered all my notes. Yeah. Oh, no. No. One thing. The last thing. you're going to have setbacks and you want to go fast. You want your career to go fast. You want to get your muscles to respond really fast. And you know what? You've got to take it at the pace, number one, that your muscles want. Number two, that, what's ever happening with your life, you've got to take it and pace it with that. But you don't stop. You keep going. All right? It's like a meal. You don't eat the whole meal. You eat a little at a time. You go slow. You digest it. That's what your system, your mind, your body has to digest all this about moving, what you think about, how you're going to express the song, what, if you're singing in recording, how you're going to express that so that they hear you. It's just the mic. They hear you and they're just listening to you. So you've got to express this. How are you going to express it? It's when your whole body goes through and it comes through that mic that you're recording in, and it comes through to their ears and they go, wow, I got it. I got what they're saying. So little by little, you're going to get better. But digest the things that you're learning and then move forward, okay? All right. I think we hit everything. Woo! All right, I hope you will leave comments and let me know how this has affected you, what you think about it, what your problems are, what your wins are. I need to know everything about you, what you're going through, okay? Now, if you want to get a hold of me, it's at marquitawaters.com. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Ring that bell, DM me, but I want to hear from you. I really want to know what's happening in your life, okay? All right. Well, all I can say is it's such a day, yeah, such a mighty fine day, yeah. Woo! All right, see ya. Bye-bye.